Hi, everybody. John MELBYE here to talk about WA Solutions USA and become demand driven. Who are we and what kind of business model do we employ? Maybe the original and beginning question is, who is John MELBYE? I am an endorsed instructor for Demand Driven Workshop. I won't read through all of this. You can hit pause on the video and review, but I've been teaching the demand driven methodology for about 7 years now, since February of 2017. And recently became a director of WA Solutions USA, a software as a service provider that implements demand driven methodologies. You know, when I travel around the country, I ask people to describe their supply chain, and I get a lot of recognition when I put out this kind of a list. There's a lot of firefighting. Customer demand is there's a frantic process to try and make that happen. People are frustrated, angry. We've got too much inventory, too little inventory. Do any of these resonate with you? Maybe all of them? Do you need something? You sense that something is wrong. You're attacking the right problems, but some of the methods you're using maybe aren't working quite like you think they should. What if you had a planning system that somehow worked without requiring some form of manipulation, often a spreadsheet? What if we had a process around answering the questions, how much do I order and when do I order it? What if instead of a reactive system where I learned that I had a problem, what if I had visibility to see the problem in time to do something about it? What if for each part number, I had a way that all of us could agree upon to calculate the target inventory? What if I focused on agility and actually focused on agility? And what if instead of trying to get a better forecast, which no matter what we do is going to be wrong, let's focus on the more relevant end of supply chain, which is that execution time frame around today and in varying degrees, 1 week forward, 2 weeks forward. What is that execution time frame for your company? And let's focus on that. We challenge what's possible. It's not that you're trying to do the wrong things. You're trying to do the right things, but the solutions or the efforts that you're making are not having the impact you would like. So we challenge assumptions. Maybe safety stock isn't the magic bullet that we think it is. Maybe having a perfect forecast still won't fix our problems. Maybe it's pointless to chase precision when we have longer periods of time within which to be precise. And maybe the thing we've taught for years, which is that if we just had more inventory, we would improve customer service, maybe that's not true either. And many of us have been using traditional MRP for so long that we feel that that is the only solution. And maybe it's embarrassing to say if what I've been doing for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years is no longer the appropriate solution. But isn't it more embarrassing to have the solution in front of you, in your grasp, and you choosing to ignore it? Let me share what I think is a relatively simple example of the solution that exists that we can't make happen in our current environment because we're missing one simple thing. This is a diagram about a simple burger joint that we in supply chain know there's a lot of things that have to happen behind the scenes, and a lot of processes and a lot of transportation and a lot of planning all has to happen behind the scenes. But as a customer, I know that I want my burger in about 20 minutes or less. And traditional planning systems know about manufacturing lead time, the purchasing lead time, and the distribution lead time, but they don't know about what we call decoupled lead time. And that is, if I have inventory in certain locations, I don't have to worry about what's behind the scenes there. And in this diagram, we can see that if I have all the ingredients to make the burger, and I'm going to say in the kitchen, then I can make the burger in about 20 minutes. That's decoupled lead time. If I focus on keeping that inventory in stock, I can continue to satisfy my customer. And I don't need the rest of the worry that happens behind the scenes is all about maintaining inventory in the kitchen. So what's missing and what we need to focus on is for your business, where's the kitchen? Where is that location that makes the biggest impact in getting your product to your customer within the lead time that they are asking for? Here's a little fill in the blank for you. If I always had what? My supply chain would function with less chaos. And I'm giving you 4 choices there: key components, raw materials, sub-assemblies, and finished goods. And the reality is, it would be great if you could have all of them, but you don't have to have all of each of those. But if I had DDMRP, demand-driven material requirements planning, then my supply chain would function with less chaos because I have some of the key components. I have the right raw materials. I have the right sub-assemblies or the right finished goods. I figure out which of each of those categories I need to maintain, and that allows me to function with less chaos. The truth is, our traditional planning mechanisms require stability. But the volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world that we live in requires agility. And that is where we run into problems. Now, I'm not going to talk through the traditional process that you face. You know what it is. A salesperson comes in and they convince you that they're the right solution. And then who knows what happens in the rest of that. But you have to commit at the beginning that this is the solution I have chosen, and no matter what, that's what I'm going to have to go with. What if it looked a little bit differently? What if we said, and this is what we do, we come in and we try to jointly understand the business needs. What are your goals? Where are the problems? Let's join our perspectives together and see what's possible. And then we're going to talk through our perspective and update maybe the knowledge base and the perspectives of your people. Then, if we continue forward, we're going to validate our methods through a proof of concept. And if that proof of concept proves that we are on the right track, then we're going to implement, and we're going to move to full software if that's the case, or whatever solution we have, we're going to go towards that full implementation. And then we're going to do it again, because once we've made that first circle, there will be new things that show up, and we're just going to keep trying to improve that business. And what's different is that we work with a reasonable monthly subscription plan, no large upfront sales price, no long-term contracts, and we stick with you even after a software implementation, if that's the solution we choose. And this is an important difference, that instead of spending your time second guessing whether you've chosen the right solution, we work with you hand in hand. And as we go through these processes, we figure out whether or not this is the right approach and whether we are the right team of people. And if we are not, or if our approach is not the right approach, then we part ways and we move on. We make 3 promises to our customers. You will achieve improvements in inventory, lead time, and customer service, and you will have tangible results in those areas. We stick with you, maybe especially after an implementation is complete, to continue the discussions on what's next and what is possible. And the third promise is reduced chaos. We focus on the buyers and the planners because that's where a lot of the chaos is today. And we work to create visibility while promoting agility in that operational or executional time frame. And customer satisfaction is our obsession. And what I can tell you is our business model requires us to constantly focus on customer satisfaction. Because if you're not satisfied, you will no longer be a customer. And we lose that stream of income, and we lose that satisfied customer. And that's not where we want to be. So customer satisfaction is our obsession, and it has to be in the business model we've chosen. Here's some contact information. You can reach out to me at either one of the two emails listed. All other links are under that link tree link, and you can find my YouTube channel, my blog, my websites, all of the things about me you can find in those locations. Thank you very much for learning along with us about Become Demand Driven and WA Solutions. Have a great day.